So this is Pictello, and it's a talking photo album, and it is one of my favorite apps to use. Let's go back home, and you can do many different things with it. You basically can use it as an experience book. So we have some staff for one particular child. Every I'll just turn. You can record your voice talking over it.
Monday. I was at home sick.
And we're using it every day. At the end of every day, we're putting a picture from that day, and we're describing a highlight from his day. At the end of the week, we go through it. At the end of the week, the EA emails the story code. We can make it on one iPad. Parents have the same app at home, and we can send it to them so they can read it over the weekend and review what he did in that week. We're also printing it to make him, I can email it as a PDF, and we can print it, and now he'll have a hard copy basically of his entire year, as a way of sort of getting that sense of time. What did he do last week? What did he do yesterday? I've used it as an auditory book. So, sounds I hear. So this may be something that would be appropriate. So we went together and listened to these different sounds in the environment. This takes a little while because he's actually honking the horn.
Ready? Go!
And then we can later on go and review this book together. Different phones have different rings. The toilet. And then we did a bunch with different musical instruments as well. So experiencing it, recording the sound, and then listening to it again later on.
And then when you talked about emailing it, is that from the home?
Yes, so you can go into your main list and this arrow out button if we want to do sounds I hear. So I have different options. I can edit the story, move it, copy it, export it as a Pictello story. So if somebody has the same app, they can open it on a different iPad. But you can also export it as a PDF. And apparently, if you export it as a PDF and you don't have this app, it'll pop up in iBooks so that you can review it as a PDF in iBooks as well. And to make a story, it's really, you can just follow. It's so easy. Just that plus button. You can do Wizard or Expert. Wizard talks you through the entire thing, and it's super easy. So we'll do a test. That's our title. Then we push the button down here. We get to choose a picture. We could take a picture right now. We could choose a photo from our photo library, so from our camera roll. And maybe it's a nice little cat. We're going to use that. And then we'll go to the next. We can record our voice. There's computerized voice, synthesized voices, or we could record it ourselves. Test.
Test.
So I've read what we have there. And go on to the next page. So I want to add a page, and it just walks you through the whole thing. We choose a picture. We have the cat is sitting. We type it in. And go on to the next. I want to record it myself, or maybe your child records it and is practicing their speech. The cat is sitting. You can play it if you want to make sure it sounds okay. The child can self-correct if they've made an error, and then we're done with the story.
And what I found the difference between Book Creator and Pictello is you can have longer sentences. With Book Creator, you're restricted.
Okay.
And that seems with Pictello, you can have longer
Yeah.
dialogue.
and you can use it for different, you can take photos in the moment, you can use it for certain sentence patterns, you can use it for sounds, for listening, lots of different things, emotions, taking pictures of the children with different facial expressions, getting them to create sentences, as well as experience books is a big one.